In this video we're going to look at how to bring in components, specifically the WCs, the sinks and the tubs into the bathroom area, and how we can add more furniture into the living area of this cottage. So to do that, what we need to do is let's go to the plan first, the floor plan. I'm gonna save the project again. Now we don't see the plan just because of the fact that we've added a flow, but that's okay. All we need to do is add the sink, the WC and the tub here, and then maybe add a couple of furniture pieces into the living area, and in a following video we'll look at how to model the sink area as well. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into architecture, I'm going to go into components, and I'm going to see what all components we have here in our template. So I'm going to drop this down and see if we have any sinks, WCs and such. I don't see any here, so oops, I just mistakenly brought in a desk. What we need to do is we need to bring some from our library, or if failing that, we need to go online and find some from an online source. So I'm going to go to load family, and I'm going to go into plumbing, and go into architectural, go into fixtures, and there are some folders here that I can, it seems like I can use some of these. So let's go to the bathtub first. This is a 2D one. I need a 3D one. A rectangular one would probably work for me right now. So let's bring in the bathtub first. So select that, and I'm going to click open. It's going to do its thing and open it up. Now as you can see, in order for me to put the bathtub in, it needs to kind of fit or work with a wall. If there are no walls, I can't just place a bathtub in the middle of the room like this. So I need to make sure that it's closer to a wall like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop it in, and then I can just move it a tad. So I've added my bathtub in. I'm going to move it. By using my arrow keys. So that's that, and I think that worked fine. It's between the walls, just a tad longer than what I would like. But what we can do is we can, if I really wanted, I can go in and edit the type and change the the width. So it says 5 feet, and let's see what the dimension here is. It's actually 5 feet, so this bathtub should fit between these two walls. This bathtub, it's, when you go to edit type, it says the width is 5 feet, so it should work. And I'm just gonna leave it right there, and then let's bring in a WC. So I'm gonna go into components again, say load family, and I'm gonna go into water closets and find a toilet. This is the one that I want, so I'm gonna bring it in, open, and when I bring it in, I need to rotate it. So rather than placing it and then going to the rotate tool, what I can do is I can press my space bar in order to rotate it on the fly, and this works. And I'm gonna actually just show something else as well. Let's say I had a angular wall and I wanted the toilet on the angular wall. I can do that as well. So if I go here, component, and I have my toilet, and if I move closer to the wall and press my space bar, it actually aligns with the wall, like so. So like that, you can change the orientation of the fixtures. I'm going to delete that. I don't need a toilet in the middle of the living room. So I'm going to go into component, and I need to rotate this, my WC somewhere here, I think, and that's it. So I'm going to cancel, right click and cancel. Yeah, that's my toilet, and I can just move it a tad. Then I need a sink here, so let's go in and bring in a sink. So I'm going to go here, say load family, and find a sync. So that's not gonna work. There's a pedestal sync somewhere. Maybe not. So these are just vanities. That's okay. It's gonna use the sync vanity. I could probably do that. Or what I can do is I can try to find something online. So let's go ahead and find a sync, a pedestal sync from a different online resource. So I'm gonna open up a browser. So now in a website called Beam Objects. Beam Objects. It started somewhere around somewhere around 2016, where before 2016, Revit had an inbuilt system where we could download things from the internet, like Beam Objects from the internet. But they changed the process and they outsourced it to this company. They signed an agreement for Beam Objects to come in and take that part away from the program itself. So now we have this Beam Objects website, which is affiliated with Autodesk. So there is a link there, and what you can do is before we use it, we need to log in. So I'm going to log in, and what you can do is you can log in, and rather than creating a login for Beam Objects, you can log in with your Autodesk details. So let's do that. I'm going to click on the Autodesk icon and sign in with my Autodesk details. And that's fine. I'm just going to say love, and that should sign me into Beam Objects. And what I'm trying to find here is a pedestal sync. Let's see if I can find one. And there are some pedestal syncs that I can download. There are some Kohler ones, pretty nice ones. So I can just go ahead and I'm gonna go with this one here. Not really for any particular reason, but when you click on that, there are different options. You can download it in different formats. So there are SketchUp files that I can use, 3ds, AutoCAD. So there are so many options for you to download this particular object. I need a Revit file, so I'm just gonna say download, and I need to open it once it's downloaded. So again, the same thing like previous, when we download something from Revit City, it asked us to upgrade the model, so I'm gonna upgrade it. And again, the same deal, like this is the family editor in Revit, and I have my pedestal sync, and if I wanted to, I could probably take a look at it in 3D. There you go, and that looks fine. And I'm gonna say load into project and close, and that's gonna close off and load it into my project. Well, now there is an issue here. It's not coming in the way that I wanted to come. So let's see, if I do place on face, now it was coming as a place on vertical face. Rather than that, I'm just using the place on face option, and that seems to be working. Let's see, I'm not really sure, but let's see, I think it did work. So in order for me to rotate this, I need to press on my spacebar, and there we go. And I'm gonna cancel that, cancel again, and let's see how this looks like. I'm not 100% sure if it came out correctly or not. So in order for us to look inside this this bathroom, what we need to do is go in here and drop this down and use the camera. You can also go to view and go here and select camera. Either way works. Well, what I need to do is take a look at it. So click once and drag your mouse and click again, and that creates this view. So I can't really see anything right now. I think I might just be because of the dough here. So let's see. I need to go back to my plan again, and I'm gonna move my camera. I can just drag this, click and drag, and I'm gonna move this as well so that I can probably see the correct So if it goes away, that's fine, and my 3D views are stored here under the 3D views tab, so I can double click. There we go. So I can see that it did indeed bring my sink, but it does look a little bit funny because it has a sort of a lid, and I don't see any faucets. Now the others, I think those look pretty good. They look fine to me, but the sink, I have my doubts on it. I think it's just bringing in the sink. It doesn't really give you the option of adding any hardware like the faucets and such. So let's go back to BIM objects, and I'm gonna close this off and see if there's something a little bit better. Well, I guess there is not. There is this one that I can bring in, I think, which does have a faucet here. I think that's about it. Let's see, without pedestal sink, let's just say sink, and see if there's something. There's 6,800 products that's available for us. I just need a pedestal sink, honestly. These all come with the faucets, but then I would need to create a base for it as well, but which I wanted to kind of not do. It could be a wall mounted. Let's see. Let's do a wall mounted sink. Wall mounted. I need to learn how to spell. Wall mounted. I think those would do. But it doesn't have the. This looks pretty cool. I'm gonna go with this. This is supposed to be a wall-mounted one, and I think that would work for our purpose. This also is a small one. Let's do this lone one. I'm gonna download it and let's see if that works. It just gave me an error saying something, and this doesn't seem to be. Well, let's see. Gonna load into project and close, and again, yeah, that seems to be working. That's okay. I'm gonna delete this or move it perhaps here, and for the time being at least, and I'm gonna rotate this because I didn't rotate it when I brought it in. Oops. Let's just bring it in again. I'm gonna delete this texture component, and the last one should pop up. There we go. And let's see if I go back to my 3D view. There we go. That looks perfect. So that works well for our purpose. So I'm just gonna delete this. So that's you really need to test out things before you bring it in, like find something that works with your project, like what we did previously. So now we have the sink, we have the WC, we have the tub. In the next video, let's take a look at how to add the countertop here, and then finally add some furniture to finish our project.